Come on, Stork. Alright, Terran from CJ. It could be Skyhigh. It could be Skyhigh. We could get to see Artosis being wrong again. Oh, look at that prediction. Do you guys see that? You guys see that? Damn, I'm good. Alright, enough of that. Yeah, so it's gonna be Stork versus Skyhigh. So, damn, I missed his stats on screen just now. Well, what's his record? What did it say on screen? It's less than 50%, right? Less than 50%. But apparently he's really good. Oh, was it 4-3? Or was it? No, it's 4-3 overall though, right? He hasn't played 7 StarCraft 2 matches. Yeah, he's 1-3. He's 3-0 in Brood War, which in itself is kind of weird. 1-3 in StarCraft 2, ladies and gentlemen. This guy is pretty damn good. He's like almost as good as Clyde. Can you believe that? Right? Just like think of how godly a player Clyde is. Like Skyhigh is almost that good. Alright, going into the game. Oh wait, actually wait, I might be able to... Hold on. I'm gonna try changing this to... Oh shit, did I just break it? Oh no, I didn't. Alright, I'm going to stop the stream and then switch it to HD. Actually no, I won't do that because the game's already started. I'll switch it to HD for the next game. I forgot to do it this game. Kinda sucks. Or actually, should I have it 16:9 or 16:10? 16:10 looks better to me, so I'm gonna leave it 16:10. So yeah, we're gonna watch this in 40p this time, but I'll try and switch to the HD stream for the next game and see if that works. I was gonna do it like in between the Brood War sets and the SE2 sets, but I forgot. My bad. Alright, anyway, we're on Ohana here. Stork, of course, the red Protoss on the bottom right. And Skyhigh, gonna be blue Terran in the top left. So, Stork, making a gateway. Stork, of course, not the most amazing in StarCraft 2. Whoa, sick drawing. I know he's supposed to be the commentator guy, but that picture makes him look like he's in a courtroom or something. Anyway, yeah, Stork also, by the way, you know, he's kind of not showing the best StarCraft 2 games, and also he did give that interview where he kind of was like, is that a command center first? Skyhigh taking a page out of the Flash playbook, rather, going 14cc. Now Stork's to see this. Now the thing is, Flash 14cc is at his natural. Skyhigh at least does it in his main. But what was I gonna say? Or what was I saying? Oh yeah, Stork gave that slightly sad interview that was like, Gaspa, why did you guys make us play SC2? It's not fair. Alright, so Stork just gonna expand. I think he took his gas already though, yeah, so he went gateway and then gas and then saw the 14cc, so didn't start mining gas and just immediately made his nexus. So I like that. And now he's probably going to put his guys on gas and get a 7x score. And there it is. Looks like Command Center going to finish. Going to make it into an orbital in his main. And when he feels like he's safe, he will just float that over to the natural. He has added on 2 barracks at his wall, as we saw just now. So we're going to pump out those Marines double time. Now the question is he going to do something similar to what Flash did against Bisu yesterday, and go for some very early Marine pressure? We saw a very cool game between Flash and Bisu on Antigua, where Flash made like 5 Marines and ran them around the watchtower vision, and just did like a 5 Marine timing attack and rallied Marines from 3 barracks, and did like a ton of damage to Bisu after going for the 14cc. So that was really, really cool. He also showed some really sick Marine micro there. So Skyhigh has now floated over to his natural. He's double gassing in his main, and it looks like he's moving out with a few Marines here. Possibly, yeah, he's just going to hang out by the watchtower though. Not actually going for the attack just yet. And is he going to? I do see some Marines moving across the map right now. It looks like he is going there. But he's not actually going to be rallying a lot of Marines to the front though. He is going for this 5 Marine timing, I guess. But behind that, he's making a tech lab on one of his barracks, and he's repositioned the other barracks. So he won't have a ton of reinforcements to keep up the attack. But if he has really good micro, he can still do some damage here, I think. Looks like the Stalker actually going around here, barely going to miss these Marines. Wow, that was good anticipation by Stork. Knowing that it was possible that the Marines might be trying something like that, but now he's got 2 Stalkers against 4 Marines, going to do some decent micro here. I think he should be absolutely fine. I'm going to micro back that Stalker is being targeted. Oh man, he shouldn't stop, he shouldn't stop! He just needs to keep running and let the other Stalker attack now. And let his shields recharge. And oh man, he might lose the sentry though! No! Sentry! Sentry! Oh, he's going to use some probes to fight. Okay, he'll be fine. Unfortunately for us, the stream won't be fine. Oh! And... yep, keeps both the Stalker and Sentry alive. Could just attack that with a Stalker now. Yeah, there we go. Don't want to waste all that mining time. Gonna add a couple more gateways. So it looks like, well, I mean, just compare that that attack to what Flash did yesterday against Bisu, and it's just like a completely different league, you know? Flash just like actually killed Bisu with 5 Marines. It was quite funny. Spoiler alert. But we have a robo on the way as well. 3 gateways and a robo. Very, very standard follow-up to a fast expand. And gonna get double gas as well. It's very flexible, you know. You can warp in, get enough warp ins to defend any kind of, or most attacks, and then you can get some obs out, check out what the Terran is doing. And they will be in time for any kind of weird Cloak Banshee timing. So, looks like we have a Twilight Council on the way, so Stork not going to get any Colossi from that robo, just going to use it for Observers and perhaps a couple of Immortals, but otherwise is going to go into Charge Lots and High Templar. No Forge yet for him though. Should be getting some Forges soon. He's getting a Warp Prism. Is he going to like DT drop or something? No, he can't. No, I don't think he's going to do that. That'd be really weird. Oh. Sorry about the stream, guys. I don't know what's going on. It was quite smooth during the Brutal games. I don't know why it's all laggy now. And oh my god, he actually is making a Dark Shrine. Wow, he actually is going for a DT drop. I said that like half jokingly, but I mean it kind of makes sense because I was wondering. I was like, you know, he got this Twilight very early and didn't get the Forges, so I was a little bit confused by that. And it turns out it actually is for a Dark Shrine here. That's very interesting. He's going for like the mid-game DT drop. Oh man, Artosis probably gonna have nightmares about this one if it works. Now, alright, let's see. You know, Sky has been muling fine, so he doesn't have that much energy on his command centers, but as soon as this drop comes in, he will obviously start saving that up, and he does have the 2 orbitals, so he will be able to build up a good number of scans, and also his engineering base done, obviously just to get the upgrades. So as soon as he sees these come in, he can start building the emergency turrets. So I mean, I can't see this doing an insane amount of damage. The question is like how when exactly will he drop relative to when Skyhigh uses his mules? Like, if Stork drops right after Skyhigh drops some mules and doesn't have any energy, then he could actually do a lot of damage. See, oh look at that, see 50 energy just passed and he dropped a mule, so Stork actually might have like a good 30-second window or so to kill a bunch of SCVs, maybe kill some reactors, all that good jazz. He's got 3 DTs going in here. The Observer in the middle actually sees his Terran army coming out, but he's got a good number of ground units anyway in his main, and look at this, there's actually no vision at the very bottom of the Terran's main, so he does not see the Warp Prism. Now the DTs are going in, running into the mineral line here, going to start picking off SCVs. Skyhigh needs to pull these SCVs. He does pull the SCVs. Now going to start saving up the comp stats, probably making emergency turrets at his natural, and we'll wait for these scans to take out these DT in the main. Looks like there is one scan, but the other DT is going to run away. Nice move by Stork, keeping the DT separated, so he doesn't lose both of them just to that one scan. So Skyhigh's going to need to use a second scan on that other DT. In the meantime, just wailing away at the supply depot. A third DT actually at the third base of Skyhigh, going to take out that SCV. Stork doing a fantastic job with this. Skyhigh looks like he's just going to counterattack with that big marine force, but there's a good number of zealots already out with some sentries, but those are unupgraded zealots. Looks like Stork does have the forge now, chronoing out an upgrade, but I don't think the upgrade will finish in time for this attack, and he's also getting charged. The question is, will charge actually finish in time for this? If charge finishes, I feel like Stork can definitely hold this off, but otherwise it might be a bit tricky, and looks like Skyhigh does bring back a couple of units to deal with this, but no, Skyhigh is going to pull back now. But this DT is still there. Okay, now finally getting taken out. Actually managed to supply block Skyhigh by killing that depot. And I believe, is that the income value right now? Does Stork really have like that much more income? I guess so, because Skyhigh was only mining on his natural for a little while and obviously didn't have any mule support. And now the Warp Prism going back in, once again going to warp in even more DTs. Man, this has got to be so annoying for Skyhigh. He might want to make a single Viking from that starport just to get rid of that Warp Prism. I mean, he must know that it's a Warp Prism now. Like, there's no way those DTs can just walk into the main like that. So he should be getting that. I don't like how Stork has actually walled in his robo there. Actually, I'm not 100% sure if that's completely walled in, but it looks like it's walled in, so he can't actually make any immortals or colossi from it, or they just like won't spawn, which will be annoying. He'll have to kill a pylon or a gateway or something. But he does have a pretty substantial zealot count now on the ground. Charge must be finished by now. He's got a couple of Archons supporting. +2 armor is on the way, I believe. And now taking a third base as well. So Stork's getting his third base up before the Terran is. I don't like how he's just kind of sitting there by the watchtower. I mean, well, I guess as long as he has good reaction time, and as soon as he sees the Terran army coming in, he can kind of judge whether he wants to engage or not. The thing is, since he's taking a third behind it, right, there's no real reason for him to be aggressive. And look at this, exactly, the robe was blocked. As I said, the robe was actually blocked, so he's made an immortal, but it can't come out. Wow, that is quite a fundamental mistake there. I'm very surprised that Stork just did that. I don't really understand. I mean, like, you know, of all the buildings to put in the middle there, you know, if he just switched that robo with a warp gate on the edge, it would have been fine. I don't know why he put the robo in the middle. That's a little bit silly. But oh, it looks like we might have a big engagement here. There's the stim and the run back. Stims everything just to run away. And oh, now he's going to give chase, and we might have a big engagement here. The Sim's going to run out in just a second though, because he's stimmed quite early. He's just going to use a second one right there. And where are the force fields? There's some force fields on the side ones. And oh man, all the zealots are closing with everything here. The Archon doing good splash damage from the back. And it looks like Stork might take it, but no, Skyhigh running into a good position there, so Stork is going to kill the other half of the army. And there's even 2 DTs in his composition, and I like this quite a bit. To have those 2 DTs there, of course, DTs have really good DPS. And, you know, there's no mobile detection now, so if he wants to see those DTs, he'll have to scan on the main army. But even if he scans, like, he would have to manually target down the DTs, which could be a little bit tricky for him. So I think that's quite cute that Stork has done that with his army. Does still only have 1 forge though. Is that a second forge right there? Yeah, that is the second forge. So Stork's upgrades are a little bit slower than perhaps we are used to seeing. You know, with the double forge style. Stork just going on a single forge for now, getting that +1 attack. It looks like, and we do have ghosts on the way for Skyhigh though. So Mobius reactor is almost done. Getting an armory as well, so you can continue upgrading. But it looks like about 180 something supply, 187, 170 supply, 174 supply now for Stork against like 120 something supply for Skyhigh. So Stork with a nice supply advantage. He has a third base. Skyhigh actually has no third. Skyhigh's on 2 base against Protoss 3 base. So I don't really know what Skyhigh's thinking right now. Like, he either needs to just go all in right now, or he needs to expand. And it looks like he's going to go for a doom drop here. It is going to get spotted by a pylon, but not very much advance warning for Stork. There's the big drop in the main. His army is a little bit out of position. It was around his third base. There is only 1 cannon there to help support that. The Robo Bay might actually get taken down. Stork was trying to get some Colossi out. Extended Thermal Lance is actually almost finished. Will he get it before the upgrade finishes? Looks like he's attacking the gateways instead of attacking that Robo Bay. That's a bit of a mistake. I think he could have sniped that, but looks like he's just going to pick up and run away here. Is there blink? Nope, no blink. So taking 2 warp gates and running away, I think he really missed a good opportunity there to kill that you know, expensive tech structure and also deny the upgrade. I mean, 2 warp gates is really not the biggest deal for Stork. He's already got such a better economy than his opponent. And now it looks like 3 armor and 2 weapons on the way for Stork, and 2-2 rather on the way for the Terran. Who's also pumping out Vikings double time. He did see that Robo-Vase, so he knows that a Colossus switch, or not really switch, but Colossus are going to start being added into this mix. Stork going for that very potent Zealot Archon Colossus composition. No High Templars yet, though. I actually thought he would have had High Templars by now, but actually, I forgot. He only got a Dark Shrine. He actually is just now adding his Templar Archives, getting a bunch more Warp Gates at his 3rd, which I like. So if there's another Doom drop in the main, at least he will still have some infrastructure, add another expansion. And it looks like Skyhigh is moving out now with his main army, which is looking very small compared to... Whoa! Completely missed EMP there. What on earth was that? Just EMP the ground in between the armies, the no man's land. I guess he was trying to do like one of those cool, guess where your opponent's gonna move and just EMP it. Like he thought Stork would just attack into him there, so he tried to EMP the army as it was running towards him, but instead it just looked a little bit silly. It looked a little bit like Sun's Vortex yesterday, where it just like doesn't actually hit anything. Just like, oh wow, how did you actually do that? Anyway, Stork looks like he's now going to go. He's got a few Colossi to help out. He's got so many Zealots on the bottom. A nice EMP hitting a bunch of the Archons, the Vikings, trying to do damage, trying to pick off the Colossi, doing some starter set micro in the back. And looks like with some very good micro, Skyhigh might actually take this battle. Oh my goodness, Skyhigh! Skyhigh is going to take the engagement, or will he? No, another round of Warpins from Stork, and never mind the reinforcements of Stork. The Warp Gate imbalance clearly is too much. And we're probably going to buffer into GG, because that is what we do. Funny thing is, the only anti-air with that army is 1 Archon, so the Vikings can actually go back and kill those Colossi. I guess there's 1 Stalker there as well, but actually it looks like all the Vikings died anyway. So that's not going to happen. In the meantime, Stork got a Skyhigh got a 3rd orbital, but that's like way too late. Even though he did a pretty amazing job in that engagement, it just doesn't really matter. And Stork now, look at that, with a bunch of High Templars. So now he's got that really sick late game composition of Colossi and High Templar, the combo splash damage there. And he's getting 4th base. So Skyhigh is just falling super duper far behind. 1 DT is even going to block his 3rd base. And, he's down at 114 supply against Stork's 160. He's going to go over, clear out this DT. But Stork, I think once Stork maxes once again, he'll just go for an attack, and the game will probably just end. Stork is already at 163 supply, or actually, is that 183? Actually, no, I think that's 163. Either way, he's going to attack fairly soon, and just win the game. And that will be that. Oh, it looks like another DT warped in here. Stork just being mega annoying with these DTs. Finally, that proxy pylon going to get cleared out. And looks like with another round of Zealots, is he going to go? He's warped in. He's left 1 High Templar at this base, 2 High Templars at this base to help defend it. But he is moving in now. And he's going to lead with a High Templar. Nice feedback on the Ghost. Does not get EMP'd. Leading off with 1 High Templar. Very nice control by Stork here, just to lead off with 1 High Templar, because he knows that the Terran will probably be, sending in 1 Ghost first to EMP everything. But he's leaving his High Templars alone. What? Where are the High Templar going? The High Templar, what are they doing? He just left his High Templar away from his army. Do you guys see that? Look on the minimap. There's 1 group of units moving back way behind the main army. And that is the High Templar. He's got them on 2 separate hockeys, and he just forgot about the High Templar hockey. What the hell? Skyhigh could have just stimmed a couple of dudes and ran in and sniped all those High Templar. Look at this! Look, the High Templar by themselves! Okay, looks like they're okay. Some of them did get EMP'd. I don't think the bottom 2 got EMP'd, though. He's probably still got some Storms. He's got a trillion Zealots there, though. That is so many Zealots. Oh my goodness. And those High Templar are just running in, just trying to get a Storm off. Oh, there's the Storm. Oh, there's the mass feedbacks as well on all the medevacs. He's like, alright, you know what, screw Storm. Let's just get rid of these medevacs. And, oh, he even still has more energy for Storm anyway. No medevacs to heal anything. And the 3rd base is going to go down. GG from Skyhigh. Stork taking down Skyhigh with a fast expand into DT drop. The DT drop returns. And Artosis thanks God that he has switched to Protoss. And that puts Khan up 1-0 in the StarCraft 2 best